This isn't a traffic stop.
You're about to go to jail.
I want your superior to come here then. Because you have no articulable suspicion of me committing any crime. I'm sitting here in a vehicle on private property.
A driver had parked at a gas station located on private property and was talking with his wife when a police officer unexpectedly approached. The officer claimed the vehicle contained an illegal device under Section 50.025 of the Texas Transportation Code. However, under the law, a driver is only required to present a driver's license when operating a vehicle on a public road and when lawfully stopped. In this case, there was no evidence that the driver had recently been on a public roadway. The officer's justification was based purely on speculation. Nevertheless, he demanded identification from the driver, unnecessarily escalating a situation that had previously been calm and lawful, setting the stage for an avoidable confrontation.
What do you want?
You gotta get this tint stuff off this.
I'm on private property, man. What are you fucking harassing me for?
You got your back.
This isn't public property.
You need to write you a ticket for this stuff?
How? How are you going to? I'm on private property.
Because I can easily say that you came in off the street. I can pull the video to show you came in off the street. Okay. I don't need that. This was gonna be a fine. Was this going to give you a friendly?
So how are you trying to initiate a traffic stop when I am stopped at a gas station? You have no articulable suspicion of me even being on the roadway, bro. You're on some bullshit.
Make it happy. I'll wait till you pull it. I'll pull you out here on the street.
That's cool.
So
good.
Do it right now. I can pull video to show you came in on.
Good. Do that.
But to make it easier, so I don't have to go through all that. I'll just wait for you.
That's because you got nothing better to do, huh? Watch this.
Wait, then we're doing it right here.
We're not doing anything.
Yeah, we are. Otherwise, I'll just tow you out of here. You're on private property. They don't want your vehicle sitting here.
Yeah, that's funny because have you asked them that? No, you're just making that shit up. I come here every day on my lunch break, so you're just on some bullshit. All you're doing is making some shit up.
You told me you come here every day on your lunch break. Obviously, you came here on your lunch break. You got here by the highway. Give me a driver's license.
This is not a.
Give me a driver's license.
This isn't a traffic stop.
Order. You're about to go to jail.
I want your superior to come here then.
You're about to go to jail.
How? For what?
For bail to bail lawful order.
How is this a lawful order? That's what I want to know. How is this? How is this a lawful?
Right now.
For what?
Driver's license. Lights. Any auxiliary lights over 40.
So you come here to get gas. I'm sitting here minding my own business, having a conversation with my life. I haven't even got my lunch yet. I haven't even gone inside, and this is the kind of shit you're on.
Yeah. Honestly, this was going to be a friendly just, hey, get the tip.
But it's not. You come pounding on my fucking window when I'm in the middle of a conversation.
I never pounded on your window. I knocked on your window because you were...
For what? For what? You have no reason to do any of this. Now, when I want you to get a superior here. I want you to get a superior here. How can you detain me for a traffic stop when I'm not in traffic? I'm sitting here on private property.
Because you're driving with illegal equipment on the highway.
You didn't see me drive anywhere.
Give me a driver's license.
You didn't see me drive.
Driver's license.
You're not going to get the footage from these people.
Yeah, I would.
No, so you would need to subpoena them.
No, I don't.
Okay.
We do it all the time.
You would need to subpoena them.
Give me a driver's license.
I want you to get like a...
The police officer claimed that the driver was required to provide identification because he was allegedly operating a vehicle equipped with an illegal device on a public road prior to parking at the gas station. However, under the protections of the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, an officer must have reasonable suspicion of a crime or traffic violation to lawfully detain someone or demand identification. In this case, the driver repeatedly asserted that he was on private property and had not been observed driving on a public road. Despite the complete lack of any concrete evidence, the officer continued to threaten arrest for failure to comply with what he called a lawful order and order with no legal foundation. This action not only infringed upon the driver's constitutionally protected rights, but also illustrated how abuse of authority can escalate a peaceful and lawful situation into one of unnecessary confrontation.
Error for something here because this is you are so far beyond.
No, I'm not.
How so?
Give me a driver's license.
How do you? I will if you threaten to arrest me under the direct because you have no articulable suspicion of me committing any crime. I'm sitting here in a vehicle on private property.
Yeah, you're in a gas station. How'd you get here?
What?
You've been sitting here all night, all day?
Doesn't matter how I got here. You didn't see anything. You just come up to me banging on my window.
I didn't bang on your window.
So now that you've admitted that, on camera, are you threatening to arrest me if I don't give you my ID?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
by a law enforcement
How are you?
officer,
This is an
you are
illegal
required
detainment.
to- when
This
you're-
is an illegal detainment. You can't just pull up on me. I'm sitting at a private gas station. This dude doesn't even have emergency lights going on his vehicle or anything.
This could have been easily solved by just rolling down your window and having a nice conversation with me.
Okay, so what you're saying is you did, hey asshole, so what you're saying, you did this because I didn't talk to you. Thank you for making sure I got that on camera too, you.
When the driver requested to speak with a supervising officer, the request was denied. Instead of addressing the situation professionally, the officer continued to threaten arrest unless the driver produced identification. This conduct directly violated the driver's constitutional protections, as established in Terry v. Ohio, which requires specific and articulable facts to justify a detention or arrest. The driver recorded the entire encounter, capturing the moment the officer admitted that his frustration stemmed not from any illegal activity, but from the driver's refusal to engage in a friendly conversation. This admission underscores that the interaction was retaliatory in nature rather than rooted in legitimate law enforcement purposes, highlighting a troubling abuse of authority under the guise of official duty.